Good afternoon and welcome everyone to today's session on Generative AI in Action from POC to Business Values. This session is a level 100 session and today you'll learn more about how AWS enables Generative AI in Action. It's my pleasure to welcome to the stage Siobhan Lawn, the Senior Solution Architect. Please give her a big round of applause.
Hi folks, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us here today. You might be here because you've got an idea for a generative AI application and you aren't quite sure how to get started. Or maybe you're here because you want to see how other customers have brought their ideas to life and generated business value on AWS. Either way, you are in the right session. I'm Siobhan Lunt, a Senior Solutions Architect in the Weather and Research vertical at AWS, and I'm going to be talking to you today about generative AI in action using AWS's services to generate business value. Now, if you haven't downloaded the event app yet, please take a moment to do so. This lets you provide feedback for this session, as well as engaging with the rest of the content for Sydney Summit today. We'll touch on some of the most exciting generative AI innovations out there, the importance of data when building your generative AI strategy, some considerations and learnings from other customers when building applications in this space, and we'll also talk about what's coming next. But before we look forward, it's really important to look back on where we've come from. Now, the evolution of generative AI has followed a clear progression from year to year, bringing in a new focus, but also some new challenges for businesses. 2023 was very much the year of the proof of concept. Customers started to experiment to see where they could drive business value. 2024 became the year of production. Customers made their applications live, and this kicked off a host of questions around security, data management, and cost and risk. Now, 2025 has become the year of business value, with customers and organizations looking to see where they can get return on investment. And we know that generative AI does have the potential to create significant value, both internally and externally. Internally, operational efficiency and employee productivity are the main business value drivers. We've seen customers typically start to innovate internally because there's often greater availability of data and key performance metrics to measure improvement. They also feel that there may be less risk of affecting customers negatively due to unforeseen circumstances. However, there are a significant number of companies and organizations that are already improving customers' experiences by using Gen AI to increase engagement in a more personalized way. At its core, generative AI is leveraging the latest advances in machine learning. And Amazon has been working with AI and ML for the last 25 years. It's part of Amazon's heritage, ethos, and future. Generative AI continues to be the next innovation in decades upon decades of innovation going before. Let's take a look at a few examples of how this has played out. Amazon's recently launched a new Gen AI-enabled customer service chatbot for all US customers for a natural conversational experience when purchasing on the site. This uses real-time signals, such as the date an item was purchased, and combines that with real-time predictive customer intent, all to provide convenient and fast resolution to customer questions with just a few rounds in the chatbot. Now, the chatbot uses AWS purpose-built Trainium and Inferentia chips, and we'll come back to those in a little bit later in the session, alongside a custom-built large language model to quickly answer shoppers' questions. Amazon Ads expanded its generative AI-powered creative tools with audio generator, image generator, and video generator. These tools help brands quickly build and optimize campaign creatives using just product information. And brands who've been using image generator are seeing a 5% increase in sales on average. Now, what's most exciting for us is this was built using our Amazon Nova suite of models, Nova Real and Nova Canvas, for video and image generation. And with hundreds of millions of products in inventory and a desire to get them to customers as fast as possible, Amazon knew that it needed to make inventory management more effective and efficient for customers. Amazon uses generative AI to power demand forecasting, supply chain and capacity management, and our delivery routing. By deploying novel predictive and generative techniques, Amazon's already seen a 10% improvement in long-term forecasts across the United States, and regional prediction accuracy has increased by more than 25%. Now, you're here because you're thinking about what innovations you want to achieve with generative AI, and AWS is here to help. We offer the freedom to invent, so you can innovate without constraints. Our comprehensive AI portfolio gives you more choice and flexibility, ensuring you can quickly build transformative generative AI experiences. We offer value. AI innovation shouldn't come at the expense of your bottom line. AWS gives you industry-leading tools that let you pursue your AI vision without letting costs hold you back. And we offer trust, because AI starts with trust. AWS secures your AI future with enterprise-proven protection and reliability, trusted by millions of customers worldwide. And AWS invests at every level of the AI stack, from AI assistants to foundation models to purpose-built chips. With 2 times more production-ready capabilities than other cloud providers, let me show you how our comprehensive set of tools and services can support your journey. Now, when you're building with generative AI, you need the right capabilities to build with performant, cost-effective infrastructure, a secure, private, and easy way to build and scale powerful new applications with foundation models, and a generative AI assistant for accelerating software development and leveraging companies' internal data. And this is all AWS, built with our high bar for giving you broad and deep capabilities, choice, and enterprise readiness. Now let's take a look at how one of our customers is using our comprehensive AI capabilities across the stack to drive tangible business value. Who in the audience is a soccer fan? Lots of hands going up. The name Bundesliga should be familiar to you. It's Germany's premier football league. Now, they work backwards from their fans' needs to revolutionize the soccer experience using generative AI. They started with a really bold vision: to become the world's most fan-centric league for their global audience of 1 billion fans. Now, that is a pretty big challenge. How do you deliver personalized, real-time experiences to millions of fans across different languages, different cultures, and different user preferences? Now, the solution began with building a strong data foundation, which is a message that you'll hear me echo a lot of times today. They started by capturing an incredible 3.6 million data points per match using stadium and human loggers. This robust data foundation became the springboard for transformation, which enabled Bundesliga to create engaging, personalized content at scale. Through AWS services like Amazon Bedrock, which is our API-powered generative AI service, they developed innovative features that would fundamentally change how fans engage with the sport. Take Bundesliga Stories. This is the league's first fan-facing Gen AI product. It transformed long-form articles into engaging short-form slideshows in just 5 to 15 seconds. Using Amazon Bedrock and large language models, the system automatically generates titles and descriptions, while Amazon Recognition, which is our image recognition service, automatically selects relevant images. Now, this fully automated workflow not only saves the editorial team valuable time, but creates a new media format that resonates with next-generation fans. Since launching Bundesliga Stories in the app last year in October, Bundesliga has generated over 400 monthly stories, driving a 2 times increase in app time per viewer, a 50% internal efficiency gain in content production, and achieved a 67% viewer retention rate. Another groundbreaking innovation is the AI Live Ticker, which has begun delivering real-time game updates and content to fans. Built with the league's comprehensive data foundation, this generative AI experience lets users customize the language and even the communication style of the updates they receive, ranging from a professional sports commentator to a more casual conversational tone. It's the perfect embodiment of how their fan-centric vision is playing out, allowing supporters to experience the game exactly how they want to consume it. And of course, this is just the beginning for Bundesliga. They've seen how the power of generative AI and data can transform the entire approach to the customer experience. Now let's dive into the key priorities to understand what it takes to succeed with generative AI. And there's 4 things I want you to remember today. Customer success boils down to these 4 key priorities. The first is time to value. Organizations need to move fast with no time wasted switching tools or building infrastructure. Second is ensuring your data is AI ready. Third is price performance. As AI scales from training onto inference, organizations need predictable costs and efficient resource utilization. And fourth, and most critically, is trust. We'll start with time to value, and we all know that speed to innovation is critical. Every day spent on undifferentiated heavy lifting is a day lost to the competition. So we're delivering faster time to value through three key capabilities: a unified data science and machine learning platform, agentic AI, and partner and open source leadership. So let's take a look at how we can remove some of that undifferentiated heavy lifting with our API-driven generative AI service, Amazon Bedrock. Amazon Bedrock is a fully managed service that offers a choice of high-performing foundation models from leading AI companies, including Anthropic, Meta, Stability AI, and Amazon's own first-party models, along with a broad set of capabilities that you will need to build generative AI applications, simplifying development while maintaining privacy and security. With Amazon Bedrock, you can easily experience with a variety of foundation models, customizing it privately with your organization's data through techniques such as retrieval augmented generation and fine-tuning, and also create managed agents that execute complex business tasks, from booking travel and processing insurance claims to creating ad campaigns and managing inventory, all without writing any code. Amazon Bedrock is serverless, so you're not having to manage infrastructure, and you can securely integrate and deploy generative AI capabilities into your applications using the AWS services that you will already be familiar with today. Now, customers have told us that one of the most important features of Bedrock is how easy it makes to experiment with, select, and combine a wide range of foundation models. And this is a slide I love because every time I present it, just more and more foundation models keep getting added. Customers need to be able to experiment, deploy, iterate, and pivot quickly. They want to be able to choose today's latest and greatest foundation models and be ready to immediately embrace what comes tomorrow. So we've made building with a range of foundation models as easy as a single API call. While Amazon Bedrock does provide the fastest path to building with foundation models, some organizations do need even more flexibility and control. And for these customers, Amazon SageMaker AI offers comprehensive capabilities to build foundation models from scratch, customize existing models, and implement robust MLOps operations at scale. Amazon SageMaker AI is a managed end-to-end service that's been a game changer for data scientists and ML engineers in preparing their data for AI, managing experiments, and training models faster. It offers the widest selection of publicly available foundation models for faster time to market. This customer choice is really important because we strongly believe that no one model will rule them all. We're still in very early days with generative AI, and these models will continue to evolve at unprecedented speeds. That's why customers need the flexibility to use different models and for different use cases at different times. For this, SageMaker has you covered. And it's all built with our high bar for giving you that broad and deep capability, choice, and enterprise readiness. These comprehensive AI tools are a game changer for companies looking to accelerate their AI initiatives and deploy at scale. The seamless workflow from model selection to custom development enables unprecedented agility, which is especially crucial as we look forward to the future of agentic AI. AI assistants are helping employees rapidly accelerate their productivity by removing the heavy lifting from their daily workflows. And we believe the success of a specialized assistance heavily depends on the user experience. We're already seeing builders and businesses increasingly choose their AI tools not based just on their capabilities, but on how seamlessly they can be deployed. This is one of the reasons why we launched Amazon Q. We wanted to offer customers an easier path to integrate generative AI seamlessly and securely into their organizations. For example, with Amazon Q Developer, they can get products in the hands of customers faster by leveraging QDev's advanced agentic capabilities to help build and transform their code base. With Amazon Q Business, customers can get to decisions faster by making their company's data, both structured and unstructured, more accessible. And with Bedrock agents, customers can quickly build agents with advanced AI components that are purpose-built for orchestrating and automating complex workflows. We do expect the complexity of agentic systems to increase over time, which is why multi-agent systems that are able to reason and collaborate not just with other agents but also with humans are becoming more critical. So let's take another look at a company who is using AI to drive value. Moody's is a leading provider of financial analysis and risk management services that was able to build a proof of concept for a multi-agent application on Amazon Bedrock that generates comprehensive financial risk reports for their customers in just 1 hour. Previously, this analysis took 1 week per person to complete, so this is an incredible time saving. I'm very excited about all the innovation that we're driving with agents on Bedrock and with Amazon Q, and you can expect a lot more of us in the coming months in this area. Now let's take a look at a theme that's come up often today, which is getting data AI ready. Over the past 25 years of using AI and ML at Amazon, we've learned a lot about how to leverage the technology. One of the biggest learnings back then and to this day is the importance of data in driving value for customers and giving you an edge. To get the most out of generative AI, you must establish a comprehensive data foundation that includes clear data collection methods, storage protocols, and governance practices. This requires understanding what data you have, what data you're going to need, and how to bridge the gap. Whether it's structured data stored in databases or data warehouses, unstructured data stored in PDFs or documents, or multimodal data that combines video or images with text, we know that customers who are able to customize AI applications with more of their organizations will outperform generic models. This customization drives better accuracy by incorporating industry content, company-specific terminology, and unique business rules. And we provide numerous ways to do this on Amazon Bedrock, such as fine-tuning, retrieval augmented generation, and continued pre-training. But as customers start to look to build Gen AI applications with their data at scale, they need to implement flexible architectures that accommodate for different data sources, increased processing requirements, and new use cases. For example, as Amazon invested in our data, analytics, and AI services over the years, we've also learned that customers need the flexibility to leverage similar data sets across their AI and analytics use cases, and they didn't want to jump between multiple services to get this done. The all-new SageMaker includes virtually all of the components you need for fast SQL analytics, data processing, search, data preparation and integration, alongside AI model development and training and generative AI, with a single view into your enterprise data. With the next generation of SageMaker, you have a unified platform for data, analytics, and machine learning. You can reduce data silos with an open lakehouse and access your data whether it's stored in data lakes, data warehouses, or third-party and federated data sources. And this evolution is aimed at helping you build a strong data foundation. AWS is the best place to build a data strategy for your Gen AI applications because it accelerates breakthrough with an open, unified, and trusted data foundation operating at scale, supporting data storage across the various data types needed, no matter where it lives. AWS offers an integrated experience for data preparation, model building, and generative AI application development, allowing different users, from data scientists, analysts, engineers, stewards, and data owners, to seamlessly collaborate in a single place and access all the tools they need to get the job done. And AWS offers unmatched operational experiences to bringing data services at scale. Now let's take a look at a company who's been using a strong data strategy to drive value for their customers. Intuit is a global financial services company and a great example of how important it is to have a data strategy before tackling generative AI. The company, which is able to have to adapt to technology and economic shifts for over 40 years, realized 5 years ago that data and AI would be fundamental to its mission success. They had an early strategic vision, and they invested in AWS infrastructure back in 2013, setting the foundation for their future AI capabilities. Again, they built a comprehensive data collection mechanism, collecting 500,000 data points per small business, which established the full financial picture for them: money in, money out, and all transactions, all while establishing strong data security and privacy controls. This allowed them to adopt a differentiated approach. They have their own finance-specific large language model that combines Gen AI with tax and human expertise. This has allowed them to leverage generative AI while maintaining that human expertise gateway and optimizes for accuracy, latency, and cost. They use Amazon Bedrock for its model flexibility, SageMaker for its ML capabilities, and they maintain customer data separation and security, allowing them to prototype and deploy rapidly, giving Intuit its done-for-you capabilities that it's known for. Next, let's take a look at how we are addressing one of customers' most pressing concerns, which is price performance at scale. I did mention we'd come back to the AWS Trainium and Inferentia chips from the Amazon chatbot on the website. And while we know model building is important for our customers, we realized a few years ago that to offer a broad set of services where help our customers maximize performance, lower cost, and optimize compute availability, we'd have to innovate all the way down to the silicon, just like we did for the Graviton chips for general purpose compute. And that's why we built Trainium and Inferentia. These are our purpose-built chips for AI training and inference. And the second generation of Trainium chips delivers up to 40% better price performance for AI workloads than comparable GPU-based instances. We also know that choosing the right infrastructure is just one piece of the optimization puzzle. Let's look at another critical consideration, finding that right balance between cost and latency for your specific use case. When it comes to implementing generative AI, organizations face a crucial balancing act between cost and latency. Model choice does matter, but it can be difficult to find the perfect model that gives you the right mixture of expertise, latency, and cost. Some models might have the right expertise for their use case, but they're slow and expensive to run. Other models might be faster and cheaper, but they might not be capable of meeting the needs for your particular use case. So to help customers navigate these trade-offs, Amazon Bedrock provides several innovative features that allow you to optimize for both cost and performance without sacrificing accuracy. And the first is model distillation, which allows you to train smaller student models from the larger teacher model. This means you can utilize smaller, more cost-effective models, which are up to 500% faster and 75% less expensive than the larger model. Prompt writing automatically writes prompts to different foundation models to optimize response quality and lower costs. And prompt caching securely caches entire prompts, which can reduce costs by up to 90% and latency up to 85%. We also know that customers have different kinds of workloads that they're using at any given time, and we offer flexible consumption offers to meet your specific needs. On-demand offers a pay-as-you-go option, which is great for experimenting or where workloads don't have clearly defined capacity as yet. Provision throughput allows you to reserve throughput with flexible terms at a discounted rate to on-demand. And you can also use Bedrock to process prompts in batch to get responses for model evaluation, experimentation, and offline processing at a discounted rate relative to on-demand. But as part of our continuous innovation to help customers optimize costs, we develop multiple approaches to make generative AI more cost-effective. And one of those is innovating with our state-of-the-art family of large language models and foundation models, the Amazon Nova series. Nova supports a wide range of tasks across over 200 languages and multiple modalities, from video and image generation models to our price-performant text-to-text large language models. Nova Micro, Nova Lite, and Nova Pro are among the fastest and best performing models in their respective intelligence classes in Bedrock. Nova Premier, the most intelligent large language model from the Nova series, was released at the end of April. Now, customers and internal teams at Amazon are already using these models, and the feedback has been overwhelmingly positive. If you remember, we mentioned how customers were able to use Nova Canvas and Reel to generate product images and videos using Amazon Ads. These two models support our customers' creative journeys, along with Nova Sonic, which is our speech-to-speech model for human-like conversation released earlier this year. And customers are seeing early successes in other areas as well. One customer building very intentionally is Trellix, a security company with its 37-year-old heritage going back to McAfee virus, who's reinvented itself using generative AI to finally solve the security problems of the last few decades. They had a very clear challenge. Their customers were overwhelmed, receiving on average 1,000 security alerts every day, and they didn't have the staff to make sense of it all. Others created assistants to help, but security teams don't need the extra work of telling a chatbot what to do and needs to get on with it and do the work itself. So without this help, customers face a hard choice. Deal with the immediate security issues or focus on long-term problems to remediate them at scale. And Trellix has found a way to put Amazon Bedrock to work for customers and do both. The solution came through a sophisticated implementation of Amazon Bedrock, where Trellix developed a multi-model approach that optimizes both performance and cost. They're using Anthropic's Claude for complex analysis, Amazon Nova for coding and simple decisions, and they use innovative techniques like model distillation and agentic operations to make small models behave like big models, and big models perform even better. The results have been transformative with incredible customer outcomes. Trellix was able to analyze every alert in just 30 seconds, performing what would typically require 80 person-hours of work a day. That's equivalent to 10 full-time analysts. The Bedrock security write-ups are so good that customers are using these to train their junior analysts to become senior. So instead of settling for the status quo and bolting on a chatbot, Trellix worked backwards from customer needs and leveraged the full potential of Amazon Bedrock to fundamentally transform how organizations approach cybersecurity operations. And let's turn to our fourth customer priority, building trust at every level. It's something that everyone, from startups to enterprises to governments, cares a lot about. Trust starts at the foundation. Security has been our top priority from day one, built into our data centers, silicon, and service architecture. And we know that security has to be built in and not bolted on. This means zero access to sensitive AI data, such as model weights and data processed with those models. All customer model data, from prompts to responses to fine-tuned models, are isolated per customer and remain in the AWS region where they were created. Guardrails from Amazon Bedrock enables you to implement safeguards tailored to your application requirements and aligned with your responsible AI practices. Guardrails evaluate both user inputs and model outputs in real time. If violations are detected at either stage, users receive an approved message instead of potentially harmful content. Our safety features block up to 85% more harmful content and filter over 75% of hallucinated responses. Because enterprises need to trust the factual accuracy of their model outputs. And this is where automated reasoning comes in. When you implemented an automated reasoning check, Bedrock can check whether factual statements made by models are accurate based on sound mathematical verifications and show you exactly how it reached that conclusion. We've been using it behind the scenes in many of our servers like IAM policies and the automatic checks of millions of scenarios in the software that makes up Amazon's S3 storage systems. This is a capability that you can't get anywhere else, and we think it will really help customers as they start building inference into more mission-critical applications. Grab is a leading super app in Southeast Asia for deliveries, mobility, and digital financial services. They reach more than 42 million monthly transacting users. Their head of machine learning and experimentation decided to investigate Amazon Bedrock, and specifically Bedrock Guardrails. They found during internal benchmarking that Bedrock Guardrails performed best in class, and by implementing Guardrails, they've been able to ensure that their AI-powered applications operate safely across diverse markets while protecting customer data privacy. This has helped them to deliver more efficient, more reliable experiences while maintaining the trust of their customers. Now, as we've seen with Grab and our other customers today, success with generative AI comes from having a clear strategy as well as the right tools. These success stories highlight the need to choose the right use case. So as we finish up for today, I want you to remember that AWS's comprehensive AI portfolio gives you more choice and flexibility, ensuring that you can quickly build transformative generative AI experiences. AWS gives you industry-leading tools that let you pursue your AI vision without letting costs hold you back. And AWS secures your AI future with enterprise-proven protection and reliability, which is trusted by millions of customers worldwide. Thank you so much for your time today. Please don't forget to give us feedback in the app, and I really hope that you enjoy the rest of your Summit experience.